Right.
First of all, we would like to thank AO.com for being a wonderful company. In our opinion, their customer service is second to none. Also, they have a really excellent delivery service, and the delivery men were really nice and polite. They delivered to suit you, even at the weekend. They even took away our old tumble dryer for recycling. This is the second large appliance that we have had from them, and both times we were really satisfied. Our new arrival is a matching tumble dryer, and it matches our washing machine, which we got last year. Crystal blue condenser drying from Samsung, that's what they call it. Our model is the DV80H8100HW. It has an 8 kilogram drum. To give an idea of what that size means, there's enough space to dry 24 adult t-shirts in a single load. It also has heat pump technology. What that means is that it recaptures the warmth of air after it leaves the drum and recycles it, making it much more efficient than standard condenser dryers. Ironing is also made easier thanks to the machine's reverse action. The drum turns in both directions to prevent clothes creasing as they are drying. It has an impressive A++ energy efficiency rating, so it can save you plenty of money on your electricity bills. Also means that we're doing our bit to help protect the environment. There are 11 separate programs, so you can easily customise the cycle to fit your needs. Just need to turn it on. Plays a little song. That's our choice to keep that song on. Can be turned off here, sound on or off. But we quite like it. So you hear all the different settings. Cotton here, synthetic here. We would normally go for iron dry. So that would only take 1 hour and 5 minutes. And there's a wrinkle prevent feature. Drying level, so that you can put that up. And obviously the timing goes up then by that amount. There's mixed load bell. And there's also a lamp, so that if you want to see inside the machine, even when it's going, you can turn it on. That's more obvious with the door open. I'll show you that in a moment. But here are all the different settings, and there's got to be one there that would suit you. Its stylish crystal blue door makes it a beautiful addition to any kitchen. We have ours in a utility room. It almost seems a shame for it to be hidden away. Maybe it's time to redesign my kitchen so that it can be on show. As it's a condenser dryer, it doesn't have to be vented onto an outside wall. The water collects at the top where the detergent drawer is on a washer. So there's no fiddling about at the bottom of the machine, although ours is actually up high anyway, but generally speaking that would be easier if it was on the floor. It also has a gauge, so you know when it needs emptying. Ours is up to there if you can see the water level, and it's up to a maximum, and that pulls right out so you can see the level of water in it, and that would just come right out, and then you would take it out to the sink to empty it. Very, very straightforward, and you can keep an eye on it when it needs doing. So really like that feature. There's also a hose attachment that you can fit if you'd rather actually put it through an outside wall into a drain, which would do away with this because the water would go straight outside, but we've chosen to keep that because we think that's quite convenient. I really also like the anti-wrinkle feature. What happens with that is the dryer will tumble every now and again, and then now and then without heat at the end of the drying cycle. That ensures that the clothes stay crease free. So if you're going out and you put the tumble dryer on and you aren't here to empty it, it will just keep cycling the clothes around just for a few seconds just to stop them wrinkling. Right. There's the door. We had to be very aware that the wall is behind the door. We will probably put something down there just to cushion it. Right, as mentioned earlier, this dryer is capable of holding an 8 kilogram drying capacity, so you can actually dry a whole washing machine load in one go, and the enormous door means that you can easily take in and out large items like sheets and duvets. There's a child lock, and it even has a drum light, which I've got on at the moment. Have I? Let me just check. Yes. There we go. So that you can check, it's always easy to check that there's no stray item left hiding in the big drum at the end of the cycle. The door is very sturdy, it doesn't feel flimsy at all when you open and close it like some other dryers do. The filter lifts straight out from the front of the drum and is really easy to clean. I haven't cleaned it yet from the one we've just done, so that would just be cleaning that out, which I'll do in a moment. And that just fits back in there. There's also a facility to diagnose any problems with the machine by downloading an app. Now, we're not very geeky, but my sons are, so if there's ever any need for us to use that, we'll probably give them a ring and they will sort that out for us. It actually looks like a really quality built appliance. It's easy to use. The sensor dry works really well, so that takes the guesswork of knowing how long a load is going to take to dry, because it stops when it's dry. There's nothing worse than setting a load for however many minutes and realising it only took half that time for it to be dry, but the dry still kept on going and costed you money, and it turns itself off when it's finished. I'll turn it on just to give you an idea of the noise level. And you can even have the lamp on while it's going, just to keep an idea if you want to watch your clothes going around in circles. The only thing we found a slight problem is that, well, it wasn't a problem, we got round it. It would have been nice to have the option of a left-hand hinge, because for us, we used to keep the tumble dryer down here or here, and it just didn't work with the washing machine door. But we just moved all the utility room round, and actually I quite like it up there. It makes it quite accessible, which isn't something we've ever thought of doing before. So, and I quite like it that we've got the matching washer and tumble dryer together, because I think that looks quite smart. We're over the moon with the dryer, and thoroughly recommend this model if you're thinking of getting a condenser dryer. And once again, thank you so much AO.com for giving us the opportunities to own and use this tumble dryer, because we are really, really pleased.